Hi, welcome everyone back to Let's Play Rule the Waves 1 as Germany. Last time, we did a design episode where we laid down a new dreadnought, a new light cruiser, and 4 new destroyers. And thus are now going to spend a bunch of our money. Now, we have some of these older vessels sticking around. These two, I think I'm actually going to scrap right now. Yeah. The other two I actually want to review, but I'm going to scrap these two. This... I'm not sure yet. What does, putting these in for rebuild look like? I'm not quite sure we want to do that yet. This light cruiser force, though. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with all of them. Inspired by our dreadnought building program we're building a whopping 1. The new Russian General Secretary commissioned the light cruiser Conquest. People are scrapping a bunch of their lighter vessels. Some submarines. That light cruiser doesn't really scare me. New light cruiser will be ready. Alright, we've commissioned some more submarines. Alright. So... yeah, it's about what I was expecting to see. About what I was expecting. It's got a decent amount of 14-inch guns. Quality 1 7-inch guns. Cool. Yeah. They're gonna sell me technology. 1% weight savings. Social discontent in Russia. What else is new? Improved watertight hatches. This is actually the final turn of the base game. This is actually a rather important turn. So... what I'm actually going to do... yeah, we'll save again. Is... we're actually going to make a save backup, so I'm actually going to exit the game. Make a save backup. Oh, you can see all my games. I'm going to show you how to make a backup save. So what you do is you make a folder. Make our save backup. And we're going to go to our current saves. And you can do this with one game, or I'm going to just do it with all of them. And move them here. And if you ever need to load a backup save, is you simply copy your folders here and put them here. Now, we're going to relaunch the game. Load as Germany. And voila, we're back where we are. Back to it. So, the reason why I did that is because... Oh. The next turn, when I press end turn, will actually be presented with a dialogue option to end the game. Or continue until 1950. So, what I'm actually going to do then... Yep, the game is over. I'm actually going to tell it... to end the game right now, and we'll load the backup save. This is just so we can see where we were in 1925. Where I plan to start in Rule of the Waves 2 in one of my playthroughs. Maybe our first playthrough was Germany. I'm probably going to have our first playthrough be as either America or Japan. Or we could have our first playthrough as Germany, attempting to start off somewhere like here. So, if we were to end the game right now, here is a review of everything we ever did. The green areas represent a war. So we were at war with France. We were at war with Russia once, Russia twice, Russia and Italy. Fleet tonnage through the years, you can see this yellow line is Britain. You can see right about there'll be a massive like drop off somewhere. I think it's literally right after this war. White is America. You can't really see it here, but the line's like right here. Everyone has like a massive spike that goes down. It's kind of hard to see where it is actually. Mainly because everyone's tonnages are so low. Ours is in red. You can see we don't even have 250,000 tons of total vessel until about right in mid-1913. Economy-wise, we're actually doing okay in terms of base resources. And vessels lost. We lost the most auxiliaries, obviously, because these only count wars with the player. So, in the course of combat in the first 25 years of the game, I lost 5 battleships, 4 heavy cruisers, 8 light cruisers, 13 destroyers, 6 minesweepers, 278 auxiliaries, and 32 submarines, either through the course of battle or random event. Conversely, I sunk 5 French heavy cruisers, 3 French light cruisers, 7 French destroyers, 2 minesweepers, and 28 auxiliaries, and 3 submarines. The Italians, I sunk 4 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 2 destroyers, 1 minesweeper, 118 auxiliaries, 8 submarines, and 1 prime minister. For the Russians, I sunk 5 dreadnoughts, 3 battle cruisers, 9 battleships, 9 heavy cruisers, and stole 1 heavy cruiser through a treaty, or got it as a war prize. Sank 19 light cruisers, 52 destroyers, 2 minesweepers, 93 auxiliaries, 29 submarines, 1 Tsar, and 1 general secretary. We didn't fight a war with Britain, Japan, or America in the first 25 years of the game. I'm okay with that. This red line here also denotes my prestige. Note of it going, we started at 20 and it started to dip down, went into a war. I won some victories, it went up. One of these was, I think I lost a couple of my battleships here, and they got angry at me. Something happened here, they got very angry with me. This, I think, was when the Russians got involved in the war, because we sunk that passenger liner. That may have been a passenger liner that got sunk here, too. Maybe it was this right here. Either way, it should tell me now that, in recognition of your service, the Navy will name a new aircraft carrier Admiral Codraven. Oh, dear. And this is, your different... this is basically your score. If your prestige is high enough, like, even at 65, I got named an aircraft carrier, so that could be the highest prize, I don't know. Either way, this actually is going to close the game. So let me quickly show you how to load a backup. If we decided not to, I'll actually make another backup because I can. To show again, we just make a new save, backup. You can name these whatever you'd like. They don't have to be named like this. And we move all those here. And if we wish to load a backup, say from save backup 10, just copy over. You can use Control-C, Control-V, and just tell it to paste here. Now it's going to say, but we can just tell it, just overwrite it. Copy and replace. There you go. Start the game. Load it up. And voila, we're back where we were. Let us continue. We will play on. Now, I'll read the event to you. The regular game is over. If you want to, you can continue playing, but technical development will level out and some factions may not work properly. Some functions may not work properly if playing too long beyond 1925. If you continue, you can end the game at any time by pressing the resign button. There will be a hard cutoff in 1950. Play on. Boom times. Get me some railroads. Welcome to 1926 and a possible alternate reality. Let us go. Oh, improve counter-flooding equipment? Yeah. Shell dies. Now, what it meant was that anyone who has, like, everyone's technology research ability, I think, is now on par with each other. Everyone will research at about the same rate. Enhanced torpedoes. So, division and damage control. We finished rebuilding whatever that was. Oh, that was our captured Russian cruiser. Our war prize. Sure, you can have tech, Japan. Reduce merchant losses to submarines. America has now commissioned a new dreadnought. Boosted industrial production. We've commissioned some new destroyers. There is a rebellion in Maine. Oh dear. We will help America. Yay! Oh yay. Random tension because I can. We now have a 75,000 ton dry dock. New Russian light cruiser. They say it's new. This is an old cruiser. It is loaded to bear with guns. May not be good guns, but it has a lot of them. I mean, the French are going to research it anyway. Might as well get some money for it. Oh, they're scrapping some minesweepers. Japan's laying down some new vessels. Oh, Albania! Send a force! Yay! We have a new naval base in the Mediterranean. Non-flammable materials. So what are... Oh, Great Britain has scrapped hope, everyone. So now we have a shiny new base. We will build fortifications in it immediately. 2 6-inch coastal gun batteries shall do, and improve the base. It'll be our first shiny new coastal gun batteries of the game. Now, the reason why I haven't been building coastal gun batteries earlier is because you can't actually upgrade them. However, because we already have quality 1 guns and we have improved director already, there's really no reason. Apparently, Italy is upset at me. Russia doesn't have this. Go ahead and get us some money. America has commissioned the Indianapolis. Russia's scrapping some coastal subs. Okay. This is what I want to see. This is what we will be fighting. Improved director, 10 16-inch guns, 12.5-inch on the belt. It's faster than us, but that's nothing new. We've been slower than everyone else for the entire game. Depends on if that's quality -1. I think they have quality 0 16-inch guns. They could have quality 1 16-inch guns by now. I think we can beat this. The main question would be, okay, 5 6-inch guns, 2 3-inch guns, 4 torpedo tubes, and 30 mines. How do I not have mine rails? Mine-laying submarines? Well, I'm gonna lay down 4 more medium-range submarines. And then we'll lay down 10 mine-laying submarines. Go have fun. Light cruiser is ready. Improved depth charge racks. Somebody has stolen tech from me. Okay, so the only stuff still building right now is our new dreadnoughts, which I'm actually going to let finish. New Russian heavy cruiser. This still looks like a treaty cruiser. Improved muzzle velocity. Oh, yay. Oh, Russia has quality 0 15-inch guns. Synthetic fire control computer. You have something I don't? You have a fire control tech I don't? And I was beating you that badly? Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna let those turrets finish. We're gonna let those spy. Handle it quietly. Sudden slump in the economy. Advanced face hardening, so better armor. Oh, a new Deutschland class at 10% off. That's a lot of money. Yup. Yup. Russian boats suck. That's what we've proven so far. We'll be fighting Russia. Because I like beating up on the Russians, apparently. Yes. They just rebuilt Oklahoma. Alright, we're about to commission the Deutschland. Sure. Going to war with everyone. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, no! I'm gonna have to rebuild Lutzow. Let's immediately put it in for rebuild. What can we do if we rip out the machinery? open it for rebuild. Let's try to get let's put it back into the yard. It's gonna cost us an extra $3 million. Does that even solve the speed problem? I don't think it did. I'll put it back in to refit a year later. Oh, sure. 1% saving on machinery. Well, of course. Alright, these two Hessen-class battleships, we're going to open you up for rebuild. We're going to rip out the guts. Oh, an extra speed of knot. An extra knot isn't actually that hard to reach. Grant you improved director, we're still -1. What if I rip out all the torpedo tubes? And then put in some above waterline ones. Is the game okay with me doing that? Oh yeah, and do these as well. Oops, I did that wrong. Oop, I did it wrong again. There we go. All looks good. I do not have better 12-inch guns, better machinery, oil firing, improved director for the 16 8-inch guns. Yeah, I think this will actually work as a coastal defense vessel quite well. Alright, those guys are taken in hand for rebuild. I've had success with this little cruiser. We're gonna go ahead and scrap this one though. Let's rebuild this one. To see what we're looking at for a potential rebuild. Can't quite get 23 knots. Could rip out all the... We could do the same torpedo replacement that I did with the other vessel. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah. Director. Looks good. Go ahead and rebuild her. Now, what of these light cruisers am I going to keep? These are just too small to do anything. They're on foreign station though, most of them. That's the problem, is they're mostly on foreign station. Let's actually lay down some coastal forts. Basically everywhere where we don't have any. Specifically, though, I want them in the Pacific. Build one more set of 6-inch coastal batteries. We might be able to afford another set. Bismarck Archipelago. Alright. Deutschland has finished her working up process. A spy has been caught in America. That builds tension anyway. Lutzow has finished her reconstruction. Did that solve the -1 speed? No, it didn't. I'm gonna have to rip out the machinery. I'll do it next year. So we just finished commissioning all of our new submarines. There's been an uprising. Send a battle wagon. Super heavy shells. How soon can I expect our shiny new Deutschland? 17 months? Some of our coastal gun batteries are now ready. Reliable hydrostatic pistols. Okay, everywhere that doesn't have a coastal gun battery is now getting a coastal gun battery. Germany needs some updated coastal gun batteries. Although we will build these in particular in Sakhalin. Germany is getting 4 shiny new coastal gun batteries. Let's see. East Prussia, Finland, Caroline Islands. Baltic States doesn't have any. Baltic States may have. I permit 2 coastal gun batteries in the Baltic States. Albania has some. Sardinia. You may have 2 coastal gun batteries. I'm just gonna build them everywhere, and while they may never ever be useful, they'll be there. They're not costing me that much money. They're only going to cost me 16k a turn. Oops, Sardinia already had theirs. Cameroon. Sure, Java can have these 2. Batteries 2. Can I see if they're building? Okay, I can. So we're simply just going to go to the map. To here. 2 6-inch batteries here. Two 6-inch batteries here. I don't know if these actually will have an effect, like I said, but these are cheap enough to produce that they're going to make me, at the very least, feel better. Batteries 2. I actually kind of wish these coastal gun batteries would help you resisting a naval invasion. But I don't think they do. We're actually going to build 4 coastal gun batteries here. Let's see. You don't have any. You get to. Now, there's only one port here, so it's actually... In areas where we'll be fighting Japan, especially, we want coastal gun batteries, as they'll be our only real defense against a surprise attack. So, as ineffective as they are... it'll actually be in our interest to assemble these. That's enough coastal gun battery building for now. Alright. Oh, quality 1 8-inch guns. Cool. Now I can build 8-inch. Yeah, now I'll just build 8-inch guns. Yes. A 5-year security arrangement. I have a treaty with Japan. All of a sudden, everyone hates me. Let's halt those for the moment. We're gonna have a war with France, like, right now. There's gonna be a war with France, and there's probably nothing I can do about it. But I do have more money all of a sudden. Money does solve a lot of problems. Oh, that has probably pushed them over the edge. I stole something from France. That has likely pushed them over the edge. Those coastal gun batteries are going to be up this turn. Question mark? I don't know what this does. Cool. Is it because they were scared of my 6-inch gun batteries? I mean, I have a lot of them now. Multinational force, please. Advanced director. Oh, I hope all those coastal gun batteries got advanced director. I just realized that. Yeah. Right, enemy coastal raid. We'll have fisticuffs. I like how they told us that they're going to put all their fleets in reserve after a fleet exercise. Little did we know the fleet exercise would be an actual battle. Well, there's no substitute for the real thing, as they say. Speaking of which, is the Deutschland here? The Lutzow is here. All of my shiny new gun batteries are here too. And it looks like I have some active submarines. U-55 and U-51 are in the area. Oh yeah, here's some coastal gun batteries right here. All of a sudden, I look a lot more menacing now, don't I? Actually, go back to cruise. Battle column with the Hanover. We'll proceed to the north. I want a north and south patrol line. If I had radar, this would be a little simpler. Okay, who saw something? Gelfon spotted an unknown ship. Of course, they're this way. Right. Bring the column up to full speed. Bring the column up to full speed. This is at least wielding my improved, or my 14-inch gun. This is my more modern battle cruiser. I have some speed. If these aren't just enemy cruisers, I need to press the advantage while I have it. These are probably treaty cruisers. Yep, they are 8-inch gunned heavy cruisers with casemate 6-inch gun batteries. I can beat this easily. Although it looks like its cavalry is most assuredly coming. We need to wheel this thing around. Yeah. Wait. A battleship? Okay, what do we got? A heavy cruiser in the battle line. Okay. This could actually be just a bunch of heavy cruisers. If it is, oh, it is a bunch of heavy cruisers. I have a battle cruiser here. I can sink all of these. I should probably try to keep to range. They have probably a light forces advantage over me, but I need to press the advantage while I have it. My 12 inches of belt armor should be sufficient for staying alive. They have no capital ships other than heavy cruisers in this area, which means I have an advantage, and I should press the advantage while I have it. Okay, here comes some destroyers. This makes me nervous. My micromanagement ability is normally rather poor. I think Königsberg just died. Okay, turn to the south. You wheel back around to the north. I want to split my column. So I want to avoid these destroyers if I can. Oh, belt extended. I'm getting hit a bunch. Okay, you got hit. That's one of my treaty cruisers right here. Got hit through the belt extended. A lot of things are happening right now. Okay, now you can turn south. I'm not as afraid of getting torpedoed by destroyers anymore, because I have seemed to have maimed quite a few of them. What were these destroyers that were coming at me? Oh, Bremen just lost a turret. 1,100-ton destroyers. Oh, that's a 1,300-ton destroyer. So these are definitely not small destroyers, to say the least. These are definitely mid-size, not fleet destroyers. But yeah, I most assuredly have an advantage here. Someone just fired a torpedo. I'm not sure who fired that. I think I'm at a good enough distance. Somebody just exploded. Who was that? Oh, one of the destroyers. Look at all the torpedoes that are going its way. I think we just hit the wreck. Nuremberg is launching torpedoes. It doesn't have any primary armor. It has 10-inch guns. That is not a terrible cruiser in terms of armament. He could probably actually do a little bit of damage to me. By the looks of it, Lutzow does have some damage. Yeah, I've definitely been hit. One of the heavy cruisers has fallen out of line. Some of them are turning in. This is where my superior fire control should be giving me a massive advantage. How much time do I have? I have 25 minutes until dusk. Let's press the attack, let's push them back to France. These cruisers have a lot of heavier secondary armament, so I'm not quite as keen to send all my destroyers into their deaths. Oh hey, there's my other battle cruisers. However, it seems to be going rather well. Okay, what is this light cruiser? Okay, it's an old, basically overblown destroyer. Ooh, Lutzow is getting riddled. That's a 10-inch gun carrier, I think, that was doing all that. Did I lose my torpedoes? Division. Fire torpedoes. High speed. Send it. Those are looking good. One of the torpedoes, I think, just exploded early. Ah, they looked good. Okay, this is a very risky maneuver because I'm turning to starboard to do this, but I'm going to try and bring my my second launcher to bear. Oh, Lutzow is taking a beating. Probably wasn't a good idea in hindsight. Okay, I need a target on the port side. I want to get a better look. I could just fire into the mass of destroyers and see what happens. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I'm not quite as keen on that one. A low-speed shot into the middle. How about this one? Yeah, sure. Oh. Yeah, that's enough excitement for one day for the Lutzow. Oh no. Oh, they got hit. Oh, that guy way over there. Lutzow just had a full salvo fired at it. Wait, really? I actually hit it. Yeah, Lutzow, I think its health bar is so low. Yeah, I don't think we're not taking any real flooding. It's just the fact that all of my turrets are down. My firepower has been disabled. Now it's the Hanover's turn. Ooh, somebody else got hit. Oh, yeah, one of these guys back here. Right, flotilla attack. Let's go. We're at twilight. Yeah, go and pick them up. We have 20 minutes. Wrap them up. The bright side, I think most of the French torpedoes are expended. This is going to be one massive knife fight. Oh, who's dying? S-35. Oh, I think he's done. Yeah, guys, he's done. Hanover's avoiding torpedoes. Turn hard to starboard. I think S-32 is dead. Okay. We're now going to disengage. All units return to cruise. All units prepare for regroup. Well, these are actually AI units that I can't control, because you can see these guys are just going off to do their own thing now. They just happen to be near me. Okay, the Lutzow is bringing some weapons back to bear. Let's actually decrease speed to 10 knots. Patrol back to the coast. Hanover can turn south as well. Is there anyone overly damaged? S-35, detach, go home. Status, no flooding. Yeah, I'm gonna send you home. Oh, not sufficiently damaged. Very well. I would expect an enemy attack. Most of my ports have coastal gun batteries now, so I would be getting some form of warning as the coastal gun batteries would engage. Yeah. If you guys want to go home, and go home. Oops. Don't hit the mines, guys. That would be rather embarrassing. You guys can join up with Hanover. The scenario is over. This was a major German victory, as the enemy had 6 heavy cruisers. 6 heavy cruisers, 5 light cruisers, and a handful of destroyers. What, 12 destroyers by the looks of it? They picked up 1 survivor. Let's have a look. Who got sunk? Approved director? What did you get killed by? You got killed by a 14-inch armor-piercing shell from the Lutzow. 4-inch armor. Yeah. It's definitely traded protection for firepower and speed. This one has triple 9-inch turrets. High speed increases flooding, and it actually was doing a good job securing or limiting the flooding. It got hit below the waterline from 4,000 yards. The belt extended, and that was it. And then it blew up. Critical hit, magazine hit. 6-inch shell. A 6-inch from the secondaries of the Lutzow blew up. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going. I wouldn't be able to try. I don't even know where I begin trying to pronounce that. Yeah, these are dual turrets. All 6-inch gun secondaries? Yeah, looks like it. Those are in casemates. These are in dual turrets. The Kelber? Kelbier? Kelber. Kellier. I want to roll an L for whatever reason. What happened to you, my friend? You were. The fatal damage was a 12-inch hit from the Moltke armor piercing on the belt. And you just got pummeled after that. The Lutzow, in its very first battle, maximum speed reduced to 18 knots, got hit 70 times. Got a long-range torpedo hit, which was nice. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and then we sank a whole bunch of these destroyers. We sunk the Ark, everyone. A Yataghan class. What happened to you? 6-inch from the Hanover. Very well. Oh, yeah, speaking of the Yataghan, there is the Yataghan. Got hit by a torpedo. Next time, we'll go fight some more French. I will see you then.